Shalom Temple Israel. So I normally wouldn't share when I go to the doctor on a video with the whole congregation, but I was so thrilled earlier this week to be able to receive the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer. I was really impressed with how easy the delivery was, and was really grateful to all of the volunteers who helped that day and have made it possible for so many of us to be vaccinated and to get our shots. But what I was thinking when I actually got the shot was how small a moment it seemed. It took about 10 seconds, and just like that moment that I've been thinking about since we first heard about this virus a year ago was over. And I started to think about what's the appropriate way to respond to getting the vaccine Jewishly. Because our religion asks us to look at moments and make them into something sacred, into something special. And we do that through brachot, through the prayers, through the blessings that we recite. We say brachot, we say blessings when we're enjoying something like food, or when we're doing a mitzvah, when we're doing a commandment, like lighting Shabbat candles, or shaking the lulav and etrog on Sukkot, or eating matzah on Passover. And the vaccine to me seemed like both a mitzvah, something that we do to preserve our lives, but also something that we're happy about, that we're excited about, that will enable us to return to our regular lives more quickly. So I looked to Jewish tradition to see what should we say when we get the vaccine. How do we turn that moment into a Jewish moment? And there are a few possibilities. There are a few brachot that really made good sense for the moment. One is the blessing that we say from hearing good news or from receiving good news that will affect us or other people. And it ends, Hatov v'hametiv. Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who is good and does good. Another possibility, one that I thought about, is the blessing that we recite when we see a scholar, when we see a wise person. And that goes, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shenatan mechachmato levasar vadam. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who has given of God's wisdom to people of flesh and blood. And I like that blessing because we really feel a sense of gratitude to the scientists who worked so hard to develop the vaccines in miraculously fast time. But at that moment when I was getting my first shot, the words that came to mind were the words of the Shakainu, the blessing that we say when we do something for the first time. And technically, according to halacha, it's not really the most appropriate time to say a Shakainu because the Shakainu is for something that you do more often. It's the first time that you do something regularly. But the words Shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh, who has kept us in life, who has sustained us and brought us to this moment, really seemed appropriate for receiving a vaccine that will, God willing, keep us safe from this virus. And so when I was about to get my shot, I recited the words of the Shehecheyanu, and I think it was the most sincere, deeply felt bracha, blessing that I've ever said, and I've said Shakainu so many times. So I wish I feel the happiness of so many people who've gotten the vaccines and are starting to feel a little bit safer as more and more of us get vaccinated. And we're still looking forward to the end of this when we come back together. Have a Shabbat Shalom.